Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video guide for Conan Exiles. Today in this video, folks, I am going to show you what I think are the top 5 best PvP base locations on the Isle of Siptah. Now, of course, you can do PvP bases in many locations, but these are the locations that I like best. And I am at the first location right here now. This is a good location to build a base on top of this pillar right here. There's many structures like this in the game, but this has a catch. So I'd probably kind of just do it around here and then just kind of go up, make it an unclimbable base. And you're kind of well off the ground. There's no way for you to be raided, but you have these things right here. This is the gold that you will want for the alchemical base. So there's loads of it. You can harvest it with a pick at the bottom. And I'm just going to show you all around. I could hear the heartbeat of a Elder Vault, so you are close to that. I will show you this location on the map. And as you can see, there's loads. There's loads of stuff. You can pick up loads of things, including the iron. So further down here, there's some coal that you can pick up. There's some steel that you can get. There's stone. There's loads of resources around, but primarily you want this location because there's the gold that you can pick up. Now you can use your hands, you can use a pick for the bigger nuggets. I'm just going to show you all the way around. This place is littered with it, so definitely a good place to come and build a base at the top. Now you want to do it at the top because you don't want to affect the spawn of these resources. This is actually one of my favorite places, and so that's why I did the top 5. So it's right here. Now we're going to go on to the next location, and this one has basically a good PvP defensive system. You can even do it on PvE. This is not as defendable as the previous one, so to speak, because there is a land bridge, but there's also some islands that you can build on. So this would be the location right here. So we've got that little land bridge right there. So you can funnel your enemies in. This is a big flat area. So I guess in terms of base building, you can do this as a PvE base. But over here you can build a, I'd say, small PvP base. It's going to be difficult to do pretty much anything with it in terms of raiding it. And this one right here, again, you can build a base. You've got some steel right here. So yeah, basically what I like about these is if you are to do a PvP base, like say for example here, I'd probably do something with the land bridge as well, just to help make it more defendable. So I'd probably put my more valuable resources on the little islands that are kind of secluded, and then have this as the base. This would be more of a alpha tribe sort of thing. So I'm going to show you that you can place down foundations. Yes, there are too many bosses here. Wolves will spawn, but once you start building up, that should not be a problem. You are quite high up. Now I do like this in terms of the way it's set out, and I probably am tempted to build my own base here. I am a PvE player, FYI, so yeah, I think you could build a really nice castle type sort of structure here. So this is one of the areas that has me tempted. The next area is right here. Now, one thing you want to know about this location is that the lynx cubs will spawn here. So maybe be careful for that. But once again, you got like a little land bridge coming up to the little section or platform where you can build. You will see the lynxes, the island lynx cats spawn in eventually. And then you have this right here, which is kind of secluded, as you can see. So you can build a tower-like base. You're surrounded by water, and it's going to make it a bit of a challenge for people to get to you. And then you have this right here, which you can easily flatten out. It's going to be a small base, but people will have to swim to you, or yeah, they'll have to swim to you in order to get to your base, and they'll use up their stamina. If you do it right, you can make it so that they cannot actually climb. So that's why I chose this location. Of course, you do have that pillar right there in front of you, so they can try and build a fob right there, which is what you will want to also take into consideration. But this is the entire area. These areas are more for your larger tribes, and then we're going to get into some of my favorite areas in a bit. I'm going to give you a bonus area. So remember, right there we had the gold. Right here we have the steel. So this is where we get all the iron that we want. So this is a cliff. It's fairly steep on all sides. This does require a bit of building. You do have 2 of them, so you don't want to build down there, and I'll show you why. And you don't want to build too low to the ground either, because you don't want to affect the respawn of the resources. Now this location has loads of iron ore around it, so I'm going to show you that. So that is why you don't want to build down here. Now it does go further down, you can find some more stuff. So loads of iron ore, you've got stone, and if you go all the way around it, it's just kind of littered and scattered about. So definitely one of these locations that you might want to build on, because you will be close to a very valuable and usable resource in the game. Also highly defendable as well. So I'm going to show you around. I mean, you get the idea of what to expect. There's iron all over the place. Loads of stone. There we go. And obviously some interesting enemies to keep you company whilst you harvest this area. But if we go further up this way, we come back on ourselves and we get some more iron ore. We go up this path, we get some more iron ore. So definitely a place you want to try and preserve and not affect the spawn rate of these resources. So there's this right there that you can build on. Again, some more iron ore, but just to kind of show you what you can get with these areas. Now, of course, if you're going to use this second cliff, you might want to build a fairly good, big, defendable base. And now we're going to get to 2 of my favorite locations. I'm actually tempted to build my base here. Let's get into flight now. What I like about this, it's basically very steep. It just goes straight down. So climbing these from the bottom would be an absolute pain. This area is fairly big. It's not wide, but it is long, so you can still make use of that. And you can, if you ask me, fit quite a bit of stuff here if you want to. I mean, you're going to have to flatten it out for a start, which will take a bit of effort, and you have to bring your resources and everything up here, which again can take a bit of work. But once it's done, I think this could have a very nice PvP and PvE base. And if, as you look down, you can see how steep it is. There's not really a lot of places where, in terms of PvP, one could rest, and you could definitely make it in such a way that it's pretty much unclimbable. So it does have a lot of options to offer, and I think you can also build something very nice and unique and interesting looking. So I'm just going to show you this side as well, just to kind of show you how steep it is. And you are very well high up, so you will be treated to a very nice view. I would probably try and cover those little ledges right there. I mean, I know I'm not on a PvP server, but for design purposes, I know I'll do that with my build. We're going to go on to the next location, and I think this one is my favorite, simply because of the layout. And you'll see what I mean as I show you it. Again, very steep. So you've got that little pillar right there, so you can build like a tower there if you want. And then on both sides, it's just steep as steep can be. But you do have these little ledges that come out that will allow you to kind of build a interesting looking structure. Again, you can build here, as you can see. And this thing right here, I like it. So you can build and end it with a tower there. So it can be a, it's not going to be a box-shaped castle, if that makes sense. And I think that's what has me intrigued about this specific location. Plus, it's very high up. So hopefully you're not afraid of height. But I like it. It looks cool. I'm going to show you both sides just to show you how steep it is. Now, of course, in this area there are many cliffs like this. But these two are personally my favorite for what they offer. And if I were to build a PvP base, this is probably what I would be looking for. And down here we have some resources. I mean, nothing too special, nothing to write home about. We've got some iron nuggets, not a lot. But you can definitely do something nice with this sort of location. I'd probably try and build a bridge between that little pillar right there that was standing up. But that's pretty much it for this location. My personal favorite is this one, and maybe one of these right here, the island ones. Yeah, I think I like this one the most, though, to be fairly honest. It is fairly flat if you want a flat surface. And then this one right here I like a lot. And maybe one of these if you want some resources. So yeah, they do offer quite a few interesting spots to build on this map. That is pretty much it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found it useful and informative. If you have, please don't forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on the channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Siptah Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.